Hello, and welcome to another episode of Shan Renee's Glamour Makeover. So today I wanted to go ahead and do a makeup tutorial on who's your inspiration? Who's my inspiration? That would have to be Holly Madison. Holly and I are both from Alaska, and we both love Disney, and we're like, she's like 2 years younger than me, so I feel like there's a little bit of a connection there, and I think she's awesome, and she's been through a lot in her life, and I just admire her for, growing as a person, learning from the past, and, we've all been there, and, I just wanted to go ahead and do a little makeup tutorial Holly style. So I'm gonna do my best. So this is what we're gonna do. As you can see, I'm not a blonde. I'm a redhead. My mom's a blonde, but my red hair it skipped a generation. So what we're gonna do, obviously, I just got a whole new makeup kit yesterday. So I've never used these things. Looks a little phallic. But I am a big fan of e.l.f. products. So we're going to go ahead and start off with foundation. And I have really fair skin, but today we're going to go ahead and, since I'm under a lot of these lights, and as well as my ring light, I'm going to use my Flawless Satin Foundation Oil-Free Medium Coverage, and today it's going to be neutral undertone to get that Holly look. So, I've never used these before, so I'm going to do my best. So, I think first you go ahead and use your fingers, I'm assuming. So this ring light is amazing. So basically you're just gonna cover the main areas of your face. And it's so weird, I'm like not using a mirror, I'm using my phone for this. It's so funny. Okay, so I'm gonna, I guess this is what you do. Bear with me. Learning as we go. So I guess we're just gonna keep blending. Blending, 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 blending. I might have to add a little bit more foundation to my face. So far, so good. I'm actually a fan of this little sponge friend. So I have shiny skin. I have a large forehead. I've always had a large forehead. Sometimes I like to put bangs on it because it's just a large forehead. But I keep telling myself, Tyra Banks has a large forehead and she's proud of it, so should I. Okay, so looks like we did okay on the foundation. Or this ring light is doing wonders. Okay, now I think next we're gonna go ahead and do a little bit of concealer underneath my eyes to brighten them up a little bit. So again, e.l.f. concealer, and we're just gonna dab it under our eyes like that, and like that, and that's okay. I hate my nose. I love Holly's nose. My nose, I hate it so much. I don't. But anyways, oh, don't forget, gotta use this. Blend, blend, blend. I'm blending where I put the concealer. So anyways, so I'm not so quiet while I do this. I guess I might as well talk. So you're probably wondering, okay, so who's Holly Madison? Okay. Holly Madison was born and raised in Oregon. And then she moved to Alaska probably around the same time, around my age. So I think she lived in Alaska until she was 10, which is funny because I was born and raised in Alaska and moved to Arizona when I was 10. So big, major culture shock for sure. So basically while she was living in Alaska, she used her imagination a lot, and loved dressing up, and she loves Disney like crazy. And I think she moved to California because she really wanted to get into acting, and then she always went to Disneyland as a kid all the time. So she's like, hey, California, that's like my place. So that's where she moved to and went to college. She is a smart girl. Not a lot of people know that she went to college. She did. And then as she lived in California, life wasn't so easy for her. She actually didn't have a whole lot of money. She lived in this little apartment, and lived off of like hot dogs and basically anything you could find that's cheap, and which is so awesome because when I had my first apartment by myself, I didn't have a lot of money either, and I basically tried to create meals with chicken nuggets and Parmesan cheese and spaghetti sauce. And I'm like, hey, it's like chicken Parmesan. So that's kind of how I lived on my own as well. So I was like, bravo, Holly. That's awesome. So, and then, when she got into acting, she did a little bit of indie films. I've never seen them before, but I think she did some sort of like little mini horror film, like a little indie film. I forgot what it was called, but I know she did that. I know she took some acting classes, I think. And as she was starting out, trying to live on her own in LA, she also worked at Hooters. No, I didn't work at Hooters. Okay, let's talk. But when she worked at Hooters, I guess she got an opportunity to go to a party at the Playboy Mansion, and that's kind of how it all started. But she didn't know what to expect. So when she went, she was like, yeah, sure, I'll go to this party. And then when she went, she felt kind of awkward and tried to fit in with everybody, which is totally understandable. All these like gorgeous people and that have like a lot of plastic surgery and things like that. So you're trying to compete. But then I guess not too long after that, Hugh Hefner decided, hey, you want to live here at the mansion? She's like, yeah, sure, I will. But it wasn't that great. It just kind of was like very not realistic, and the people there weren't so great and just made her feel really uncomfortable and miserable. But after a while, they decided to do a reality show called The Girls Next Door, and it's, like some of it's scripted. But what you don't see a lot is how everything was, realistically behind the scenes. And what I read from behind the scenes in this book, Down the Rabbit Hole, I felt really bad for her. It's like, you think you got bad when you had bad relationships in your past and things like that? Girl, I mean, you gotta read that book. Woo! So, but then she, decided to move on, and she, decided to, hey, I'm gonna move to Las Vegas and get new friends. And then she got an opportunity to be in Dancing with the Stars for a little while. And then from Dancing with the Stars, she got an offer to be in this really cool burlesque show called Peep Show. Peep Show is basically little fairy tale stories about little Bo Peep, and then she in the beginning she has these dreams. There's like a part in the beginning of the show where she falls asleep and starts having this dream of being little Bo Peep and meets all these, typical Mother Goose people like Little Red Riding Hood and the Wolf, Big Bad Wolf, and all this stuff. And they do all these really cool songs. They did Madonna. It was amazing. So yeah, and then after that, she did her show Holly's World and met up with Josh and Angel, and she also had a friend named Laura, and they were all together as a really cool group, went out a lot. And then from there, then I'm just talking away. I'm trying to find my next thing to do. Okay. So now that we're done there, we are going to do our eyes. Or should we do contouring first? What should we do first? I think we should go ahead and do contouring. So I've never used these mermaid brushes before. Look at my Little I'm a big Little Mermaid fan, hence mermaid brushes. So we're gonna go ahead and do some contouring with this is actually not e.l.f. Surprise, it's Maybelline. So we're gonna try our contouring. It's so dark compared to what I used to use. It's like bronzer. And then we're just gonna do this. So this is actually really good stuff compared to what I used before in my other videos. Okay. And then we're just gonna kind of put some around here on my giant forehead. There we go. And I think we're gonna go ahead, I'm gonna use another brush here. I'm actually gonna do this real quick. Blend this all in. It's looking a little freakish. So, anyways, so that's why I wanted to do my makeup inspired by Holly Madison, because the girl went through a lot, and I applaud her for that. Okay, and then next, I think we're gonna go ahead and do our contouring of my nose. Like I said, my nose is really bulby. I have like this bulb right here, and I just wish I could take it off and go throw it away. But I'm not gonna do that. So the next, I'm trying to find my favorite brush. I had a really thin brush for this moment. I was gonna do the contouring on my nose and make it a little thinner. So Doing my best here, kids. I've never done this before by just using my phone, but I think you're doing okay. Try not to look like I have like a wrote off nose right now. All right, I think we've achieved almost her tiny little nose. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put some highlighter on here to brighten up this area right here. So I'm gonna use some highlight and I think I'm gonna have to, there we go. And I'm also gonna put a little bit of highlighter right here. I don't have any cool music to put on right now, but that's okay. We'll just be a little zen. Okay, so we have our contouring here and there and our nose, and I'm gonna do this and this. Make it across the forehead. And then we're gonna use some blush. So I'm gonna use my blush brush. Rhymes for a reason. My little blush part right here. And then I'm gonna do this. And what's cool is that Holly and I almost have the same bone structure, and like our jawline is about the same. So I thought that was pretty cool. We're just blending everything right now at this moment. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyes now. Highlighting and contouring. Actually, I think I'm going to fix a little bit on my nose here. I feel like my nose is looking a little too orange at the moment, so I'm just gonna do that. And use this awesome little friend again. It just looks really funny. So, doing the best that I can here. I love ring lights. They make your skin look so amazing. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. We got our contouring here. And here we have our blushy cheeks. We have our eyebrows, because that's important. And I put a little bit of contouring on my forehead as well, on my hairline. and just kind of blended it all in. Next, we're gonna go ahead and do our shadow. So today, for the Holly look, it looks like she likes to use. Let me get my shadow brush going here. When I look at her picture, I'm wearing a black shirt, so I think we're gonna go with maybe a dark purple. We'll do a little dark purple, and we'll do it like right here. Wing it out a little bit. I think right now she's trying to make a movie, a TV movie. I haven't really heard much about it, but I was always wondering if she was ever going to do that. And I'm really excited. I really kind of really want to watch it. I don't know if it's going to be on Netflix or Hulu. Okay, so a little bit there. And then I think we're gonna do we'll do like an Aries color. This is my Supernova Planetary palette that I'm using. Small metallics, so I'm gonna do this. She has almond shaped eyes, so trying to go that route here. Just trying to get kind of like a base going on. Okay, so that's what we have. We have our purple and a little bit of like a plum color on the eyes to open them up a little bit. We don't want to put too much eyeshadow. So next is my very favorite part in the whole wide world, magnetic lashes. Kiss brand is my favorite brand in the entire universe. So we're going to open up our eyes definitely a lot more with that. And with this, I'm going to have to use the mirror because I have to use my magnetic liner for it. And I am hunting for it at the moment. I know I brought it down here. I'm in my basement right now. So, I'm going to look again. I know I brought it down here. It's hiding. Oh, I dropped it on the floor. Oh no. One moment. Okay. Oh yeah, that's Disneyland. Look. Holly's favorite place. Okay. So. And y'all, I'm not trying to be like her. I'm just I'm just doing a makeup tutorial inspired by Holly. Okay, like I said, I have to use my mirror for this because it's magnetic liner. So I'm gonna go ahead and do, with magnetic liner, you have to really make sure the line is really covering where you want the lashes to be and wing it out a little bit. So looking a little glamour. That's what we want. Excuse me. My dog is upstairs. I hope she's not feeling by herself. A little sad. She could always come down here and visit. Okay. Oh no. I think I might have put too much wing there. And with this eyeliner, I like to kind of double coat it, so I don't want the lashes to just fall right off. Because you have to I mean, magnetic lashes are so much better than the glue-ons, I gotta say. Because they stay on and you don't have to worry about them falling off. So this was the Kiss Magnetic Liner. See, we got our eyes going. And now we're let it dry a little bit. Excuse me. Making sure everything's fabulous. While I'm having it dry, I'm going to put on my mascara. And with this, this, oh, surprise, elf. I should just be like the elf ambassador. So before I put on my lashes, I like to put on a little bit of mascara. I have strawberry blonde lashes because of my red hair. So I'm just making sure. Oops, looks like I'll screw it up on my line there. And then only put a little bit in here to get that almond look, almond eye look. Like that. See, we really opened up our eyes. Okay, and now I think it's time to put on our lashes today. So I love these magnetic lashes because you could just put them right back on. So we're gonna go ahead, and I have to use my mirror for this. Sorry, guys. Okay, so we got one lash there. So I could be like Clockwork Orange, but I'm not gonna do that. That's so creepy. Ah, I dropped my lash. Excuse me while I get that. Okay. And now we're gonna put on the other caterpillar, because that's what it looks like, a little fuzzy caterpillar. And use I just love how it just goes right back, right on your eye. It's so cool. Okay, so now we have our fabulous lashes. Very Las Vegas showgirl. Okay, and then I think we're just gonna go ahead and go right to the lips line. I'm gonna do lips. And when I look at her picture, she uses a lot of pinks, like dark pinks. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. So I am going to use my e.l.f. pink. Shocking. And this is so you could actually see where your lips are. Okay, we got that part down. And then we're going to go ahead and use a little bit of, I think, a little bit of a darker, darker pink. So. Don't want to use a lot. And then I'm going to use my favorite lip liner that my friend got me. It's not e.l.f. though. I think it's just a regular dollar store brand. It says Essence. I've never heard of them before. So, and then we're just going to do this. Alrighty, and I think we're done. So, here we go. The Holly Madison look. Actually, it's more like a Vegas showgirl look, but yeah. There we are. So, I would like to thank you all for watching. I'm going to do plenty more makeover tutorials. My next tutorial is probably going to be Disney villains because last year for Halloween, I decided to dress up as the evil queen from Snow White, and I gave kids candy in my little cool like cauldron, and it was a hit. I love acting. Last year in 2020, I was going to be in a musical theater show called Sister Act, and unfortunately it got canceled, and I was heartbroken. I've done musical theater since I was in high school, so when they decided to cut the show, I was really sad, and theater was just gone. Theater was just like done, like on a halt. I don't know when it was going to come back. So, yeah, Halloween is my favorite season, and I like to dress up a lot, and obviously I like to do makeup. So my goal right now in life is to be a makeup artist on the side, and make all my, make people in my little small town that I live in feel glamorous. So thank you for watching. I'm Shannon Renee, and I will see you soon.